We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. Always forgive your enemies, nothing annoys them so much. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Only dull people are brilliant at breakfast. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. Morality is simply the attitude we adopt towards people we personally dislike. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you place the blame. Conformity is the last refuge of the unimaginative. Marriage is a long, dull meal with dessert served at the beginning. With freedom, books, flowers, and the moon, who could not be happy? Selfishness is not living your life as you wish to live it. Selfishness is wanting others to live their lives as you wish them to. It's beauty that captures your attention. Personality which captures your heart. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others, whenever they go. Everyone may not be good, but there's always something good in everyone. Never judge anyone shortly because every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist. That is all. An optimist will tell you the glass is half full, the pessimist, half empty, and the engineer will tell you the glass is twice the size it needs to be. The answers are all out there, we just need to ask the right questions. A passion for pleasure is the secret of remaining young. If a thing is worth doing, it is worth doing well. If it is worth having, it is worth waiting for. If it is worth attaining, it is worth fighting for. If it is worth experiencing, it is worth putting aside time for. Religion is like a blind man looking in a black room for a black cat that isn't there, and finding it. God grant me the serenity to accept that people are ignorant, the courage to uphold the law when I'm hostile, and the wisdom to realize that murder is illegal. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. With age comes wisdom, but sometimes age comes alone. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. A pessimist is somebody who complains about the noise when opportunity knocks. Children begin by loving their parents, after a time they judge them, rarely, if ever, do they forgive them. There are only two tragedies in life, one is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. A dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. When I was young I thought that money was the most important thing in life, now that I am old I know that it is. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. When one is in love, one always begins by deceiving oneself, and one always ends by deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. Keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes, or for their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. Men always want to be a woman's first love, women like to be a man's last romance.